Okay, so I think I might have some things figured out. I don't know. As far as why I have scabs across my eye, well, not scabs, but like just um, like burns that are healing. Basically, I'm like, what's the metaphysical significance? What am I supposed to learn here spiritually from this physical symptom? Oh, and it's because these dreams have needed to be so super ultra crystal clear. So a lot of light has been needed in order to assist that. And I think I'm getting um, like light code plasmic burns on my eyes or something. Because like during dream time, it is just like so visceral, so clear. The emotions, the thought I'm observing, every thought I'm having, every feeling I'm feeling, every observing everything everyone else is doing, and my response to that, and everything, gauging it all. Something going on with Mercury's, I don't know, because the gauging of everything, and seeing if things match up and all that. So, um, and at that, it kept coming up, kept coming until um, just part of my family. I didn't even recognize this person, but out there somewhere spiritually, um, like tall, it seemed like blonde hair. Could have been a Pleiadian because he just kind of chased him off because he kept coming back. Kept, oh, I left something here. I left it, and then kept wanting to like flirt with girls in front of me, and then like ignore me, and then just everything that could possibly come up. Okay. Um, and every time I went back to sleep, it was back until I fully released it all. And at one point in the dream, um, it was kind of like we were lining up outside this building, and the light was on like a porch light, because you can tell just the way it was shining back on the building and on the like ground right in front of the building there. And it was kind of dark, like nighttime, like not pitch black, but like definitely the sun had already set. Suns, whatever, suns and sunsim and whatever. And one woman said, and it was like it wasn't a bad feeling. It was just like a completely emptied out. And two women said that. One said it, and then the second one said it, and then it was like, and then I said it inside, and then started like crying and purging in the dream. She said, "I'm so empty," and the other one said, "I'm totally empty." Something like that. It was, I'm empty, okay? Release, that card came up, one of the readings I just did recently. Oh yeah, so things have to come up in order to be released. So, that's why like I have like the kind of like the butterfly rash, the owl, whatever, all around like the temples, and eyes. So a lot of light coming in during dream time. To This is my process. So, um, and for a lot of people, it's a good process, because that's when you're the most receptive, when you're sleeping. It's the deepest meditation state of rest that you can be in, is sleep. So, oh goodness. And I'll share a synchronicity in another little video, but had to do with some beetles. And I haven't even shared this. So anyway, synchronization. And this person wasn't even in this dream the whole time. This was because this thing coming up of like clearing things out separately and accepting things separately, from like mutually exclusive of each other. So it's like, am I pulling this person in because I'm pushing this one away? I want it all to be separate, just organic energy, you know what I mean? Not one dependent on the other and stuff like this. So I think that was a big point of why this certain person, okay, wasn't in the dream the whole time. And then my bestie, the Pisces, oh, right, Anunnaki, Rainbow, Hybrid, Sisterhood. She was, I might cry a little bit, because I just was laying there, like, in her arm, like she was being mama to me, and, like, caressing my brow, like what you do with your child, you know, when they're going to sleep or whatever. And I didn't say anything. I just laid there and received that love from her. And I can't remember the words she was saying, but it was just words of like comfort, just hush, child, kind of words, you know. So, all this puffiness and all this stuff. So I hope, yeah, we're like way down at like back to regular ankles and stuff now. It's amazing. So I'm going to show you these cards. And I was pulling them while I was watching a certain video out here. And, no, before I even click, oh gosh. So I click on this one video, first card she pulls out's the death card. I'm like, no, okay. That was from a brother who was in my spam. I'm like, click on, oh God. Then I click on a sister's video, Fifth World. Excuse me, yeah. It was at 76 views. I even commented, I'm like, oh God, here's this number, here we go again. So, yeah, let me just show you the cards if I remember other things that are coming up. So at the very end, I was like, something about the money, something. Oh, because as I was listening to, and it's so funny, it's like, even if it's an old video, whatever, it's like, you guys will be noticing this too. You'll be tuning into what they're going to say right before they say it. It's just like in a reading and stuff. You're tuning into the energies, and then the cards will just show you, okay, and confirm that. So trust in what you're being given, what you're seeing, what God's trying to show you. Okay, your higher self is guiding you. That higher perspective, okay, will guide you. You're going to get lost if you don't take that perspective. So yeah, we don't want to get lost. We want to maintain that higher perspective so we don't get lost, right? We're getting lost in the maze, and it's like, it's so easy to figure out what, if you just can go, and like, right, just raise up off the ground a little bit so you can see it, and boom, you're never lost, right? So the higher perspective never loses its way. But, you know, when you go with your guidance, it doesn't mean a certain thing. It just means you need to follow your path because there's things you need to do. Clear, heal, all this, activate, blah, 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 right? Okay, so, yeah, so at the end I was like, because the money thing, and I'm like, isn't he supposed to get like a, because I thought of a thing, okay, but then I'm like, or a settlement, or what, you show me, God, okay, because I know he, you know, because he's, whatever, mirroring, where he's supposed to get it too, okay, whatever. So I opened the deck, and we'll see if I do it again. I didn't do it. Oh, but I opened to the Ten of Cups. So I opened, it was the Devil card. I'm like, oh, that's my card. I'm Capricorn. Does that mean I'm supposed to be like the one, or have the money and anchor that first, or whatever, however? I'm like, show me another card. And I opened it, and it was the Queen of Coins. So I'm like, okay, that's me. And then it was Seven of Coins. I'm like, okay, I get it. So I'm fine with that. I don't, you know, it's all good. Oh, and at the very end, okay, Two of Cups. With 10 of Wands on top. That's a lot of passion. Okay, and that's also taking all, because another part of my dream was someone who I was with for 5 years when I lived in Stockton, was going to college and stuff. And he kept coming up too. And this one, finally, I was saying something to the group of people that I was in this room with, and they were my family, okay, but he was trying to act like, okay, so he like tried to like pinch me or grab my thumb, like hurt me in silence, you know what I mean? Even though it was right in front of people, it was like, because we were sitting over here, he was trying, you know, like he grabbed like, and it was like holding on to my thumb. I'm like, don't pinch me, don't touch, get out, and like, you know, he was trying to like hide that. So I'm a spider. No, nothing stays hidden. I don't care. Yeah, we bring it all to the light. With the heart, the green, the emerald. So, sorry if I'm like sniffling or like snotting a little bit and I don't have a tissue in here, but I'll just use my robe. Whatever. We're earthly. We're all down with it. So they chased him out of there too. And just like the most recent one, okay? But so this one keeps, I don't know if he keeps thinking about me, attaching to my energy. There's no connection, no nothing, okay? And as far as my end, and I finally, even though I was like, wow, this sounds kind of harsh, but it needed to be said. So the door opened, they carried him out. Yeah, because they had to grab him and carry him out and he started getting all like, right before they grabbed him though, and I had said the thing, like, let go of me, don't touch, blah, 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 and they were just about to grab him, he said, something like, you gotta admit that something about a taste in your mouth something about like, basically what he was trying to say is like, you know you still love me or something like that or whatever. And then they were carrying him out and he started getting like louder and whatever he was saying, and I just said, I never loved you. Jeff was his name. I said, I never loved you. He was very abusive to my pets. Yeah, so anyway. Ooh, yeah, I had this drowning thing with my son. I don't even want to talk about that one in this video. That I woke up just... But there's some drowning collective... I've almost drowned a couple times. My dad saved my uncle when he was little. My brother almost drowned. There's a lot of... I keep having these dreams with my son. He has an aversion to water. He doesn't like one drop getting in his face. And I dreamt that... I'm just going to share it. Ooh, it's hard. And I shared this in other videos where I was like up in this house and I looked down and he was wearing the orange t-shirt and he was in the pool. Okay, so, and this one was like a large, like a big hospital, old something or whatever. And I was like looking for my son and I went in there and he was in the bathtub. Like he was left in there, fell asleep, whatever. I don't know. And his eyes, it was like barely alive. It's like some brain damage, some stuff happened or whatever. And I just remember pulling him out and him being kind of cold and stiff, and it was slowly coming back to life. It's like what I did in the dream with the intersection with this child. Anyway, this resurrection, oh God, it comes from the fire, that power in the heart, because I could feel it in my dream, how it was like this, like my heart was this just came to me, like my heart was like an outlet, like a socket, just one big socket, like, and God just plugged this huge wattage, whatever, right straight into my heart. And then as he was coming back and getting more normal, and his eyes were kind of different, red, and he was coming back to And maybe he had some dreams and stuff last night that were activating or something. Oh God, man. Whew. I got through that one without crying. I didn't want to go there because, oh man, I woke up just my guts in a knot and crying. I kept going back to sleep and dreaming these things. Oh God, it wouldn't stop. So, but that segment when I woke up, I was very disturbed. Because it was so real, like it was actually happening. Okay, 1 second. It's got to come up, people. This is how it releases. It's got to come up. Just like a big pimple. You got to feel it. You got to see it. You got to observe it. You got to think through it, feel through it, work through it energetically, cry, all that. Oh. Got a taste of what life's going to be like soon, being with family, though. My neighbors from down the street, and they had the same name as baby dad, anyway. And then his friend, oh, God, it's so metaphysical, because Max, well, anyway, baby daddy is just Max. And then I told him that little story, because how his mom told me how his grandma named him, and he's like, it's not Maximilian, not Maxwell, it's just Max. I'm like, okay. Because when you meet Max, you know, it's like, right? You always think it's just short for, because I knew a Maximilian, and so this guy's name was Maxwell, and because I'm giving some stuff away to the donation truck. I don't even know it came by. I had it out there. Maybe they didn't see the sign because people go through it, and then the sign like fell off at whatever their little like neon green tag. I'm like, whatever. I like letting the people take it anyway instead of giving it to the thrift store. So I think there was a knock on the door, but I got like my landlord, CPS, all these people knocking on my door. I'm like, I didn't answer it. But so the timing of when I went out to bring out the garbage and make sure that sign was on the giveaway stuff for the donation truck, because I had it out there in time way before 7 a.m., 8 a.m., whatever it was. I was like out there at 6 in the morning. But so he walks by right at the same time, and then his friend was Brent. Okay, B, Rent. Okay, 13. And then Max, well, like maximum, the well, the water. Okay. And B, John the Baptist, 13, the mother. Anyway, so he said, oh, yeah, I grabbed the baby stuff. I'm like, oh, good. I'm so glad. Because I was thinking, because I had 2 baby potties. I'm like, I wonder, they probably didn't know this was a potty too. And a step stool. And he was like, oh, she's only like a couple months old. I'm like, they grow fast, believe me, it goes by. But, yeah, and so I was like, oh, that lounge share is good. Like, his friend took the router. I'm like, there's a router, it works. But so I'm going to go put the plug in a little baggie with the sign on it, because he said he lived down in the house. I'm like, oh, okay, the big one on because it's all like apartments added on and divided up and all. I'm like, oh, okay, I know exactly. I walk by it all the time when I go to the store. So, and I think I've seen him out there. So I'm like, oh yeah, you look familiar. Yeah, I've seen you out there and stuff. But we never actually met till that timing of it was just perfect. So it was just getting me used to like, oh, it's gonna be more like this now. Vibe Tribe, just easy breezy conversation with people. It was just so like family. Okay, you could just tell, just heart with the names and everything. But what I'm getting to. It's just, I just like that nice, just neighborly exchange, the way things are supposed to be. I have some I don't need, you have some, right? Yeah, getting used to the way it's gonna get back to God's way. And he said, I won't say the name because I don't want to, but it was Rose, okay? But I don't want to say the first part. The first part means new. Okay, we'll just say that. The first part of her, so it's 2 parts. Blank, okay, which means new. The blank rose, okay? So it means new rose. And and they took the baby stuff. I'm just saying, new rose, the new sun, the new age, the fifth. I'm just saying, okay. So let's get to the cards. I need a little bit of medicine to. Okay. And now my son's in there bouncing around. Okay, so I gotta go. Let's go through these cards really quick. So what we ended up with, and they all came out, I think one at a time, or no, two, I'll show you, yeah, okay, so ended up with 2 of Cups on the bottom. It's come into focus or not, but okay. 10 of Wands on top. Did I show that already? Okay. That's a lot of passion put into this and gathered. Oh yeah, that's why I went off on the like clearing out karmics, past all the, okay. Gathering all aspects, all your energies back to yourself. Okay, that 10 of Wands. All your energies are your own now. They're not being siphoned out from, okay. And now you can just focus on you and your twin, love, union. Okay, this is very much, it starts with self, because of this dragon deck. See how there's only one dragon? In the 2 of Pentacles, there's 2 dragons, but in the 2 of Cups, there's 1, which is the opposite of most decks. There's usually 2 in the 2 of Cups and 1 in the 2 of Pentacles. So this is very much starting with self, okay, and it radiates outward. So source, self, and then everything else. Love comes that way. Okay, love filters that way and expands from the core. So that's one reason why I really like this deck. That resonates a lot. And the 2 of Pentacles being 2 dragons too, but that 2 of Cups being 1 dragon. That is the lesson, is that it has to start, you have to put source self, God first, okay? God teaches you how to love yourself. Now you can love others properly, meaning right? The propagate, okay? The kind of love that is prolific. So, 10 of Wands, 2 of Cups, Badao. So, first card that came out, Lyran Connection, hello. Two as 1, okay? The dragons and the Lyrans. Okay, so the dragon lines, the ley lines, and then the manifestors, the Lyrans. Big energy. See what they made? They made the mountains and the trees. There's no mistake why it's like this, okay, in the whole world. See? Spread out all over whether it's a globe or whatever. Just energetically, everything is a circle. So, okay. That's the first card. So, 10 of Wands, 2 of Cups. Strength. So that's Leo. That's that Levite. That's that mito. Okay, the mitochondria. The pheomelanin. The red-haired gene. The Anunnaki. The mother. I'm just saying. A lot of people think that it's like male angels had sex with the female humans. Which, yeah, yeah, because I think there are stories of where, like, weren't people, like, split open and their demigod babies came out or something and, like, it killed them. That's probably why birth has killed women, but from what I've been shown, it's the Anunnaki women who were like the breeders, okay, and they used male sperm, and it just makes sense because the males had, the humans were like a smaller energy, not smaller energy, okay, but right, they made giants, so I'm just saying, like, it just makes sense that the Anunnaki, were the ones, not Anunnaki, but like the female was the one who took the human sperm, okay? And then just from what I've been shown, too, okay? And through dreams and everything, it just keeps aligning to that. So that's the only reason why I even have that perspective, okay? It's not like everything that I come to a conclusion on, it's because it's overwhelming, like evidence, synchronicities, confirmation, okay, and then I'll resonate with channels or whatever because of that. So it's never like I resonate with a channel and then I latch onto this thing. No, God gave me all this stuff about the gold and the blah, 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 blah. And then I come across Anunnaki and all this stuff. I'm like, oh my God, that lines up with all these dreams and questions I had, and God answered it and said this and then that. And then I come across this. I'm like, okay, now things are starting to make sense. Puzzle clicks. Okay, so anyway, I got stuck on that card because hello. And it's the first one. I'm just saying, oh gosh, okay. And that, see that symbol is like a lyre, like the instrument, okay, like a harp. Oh, if it would come into focus. There you go. Oh, this is going to probably take 20 million hours to, okay. And this was the very next one. This stuck in my hand. Hierophant, that's Taurus, okay. Pleiadian, High Priestess, rulers. This is the heart stuff. This is where all the wisdom, ancient knowledge, all the stuff you want to know is in the heart. So, very much all the magic, the knowledge, the manifesting, everything, okay? Oh, it has the symbol for it right there. Okay, Taurus, ruled by Venus. Okay, so it's all very much about love. Okay, all about this heart connection. Two of Wands was the next one. So we have the Strength card, which is Leo. Heart, Hierophant, okay? This is all about the heart too. It's right on there in this deck. That's all about the ancient, magical, everything, total recall, all that. It's by getting into the heart, that core, staying there, maintaining that. And then Seven of Cups came out, and I'm like, yeah, why are things so unclear, like confusing, unclear? What is it about? It's like, because we have to let go of the past. It's like letting go of the past, all the stuff that needs to come up to be let go of, and that's why it's so cloudy and all this, too much stuff, all this, and then the Five of Cups came out. So, yeah. Emotional issues with the past, concerning the past, things about the past, okay, that you need to just keep flowing with your guidance so you can move further and further away from it. And as you do, you know, in most decks, it's the two that are still standing. As you do that, you move closer and closer to love. Two of Cups is on the bottom here. So, this stuff about the past, get all these in the shot here. That's what's coming up to be released, okay? Big time for me in my dreams, especially last night. We did a lot of work, an ton of work. And then what I said about moving away from the past, what was that? Knight of Coins, a younger earth sign. I'm just saying, this is how it came out, people. That's the pop-up, yeah. People pop-up backdrop. Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, the pop-up, right? They smack you, the little like shovels that pop up and smack you in the face. That's where I got that from. I had that on DVD and I watched it so many millions of times. Okay, so this giving and receiving, the Six of Pentacles after the Knight of Coins, okay? The Page of Cups. Okay, so that giving and receiving, that beautiful offer of love coming in, the moon connection, okay, the moon represents the sacral chakra, has an association with the crescent moon, okay, this is the ancient connection, twin flame connection, the moon, the womb being one, two pillars of the same. Mother, mitochondria. Okay, so that Lyrian connect. Okay, so anyway, I'm just saying. Here's the moon. Six of Pentacles. I mean, yeah, Six of Coins, okay. Page of Cups, the moon. That's like that beautiful giving, receiving, love, nurturing. That's what I felt from my bestie in my dream, too. Felt so good. That was a fake cry. Felt so good. I could fake cry really good, off cramp with just the voice. I could do the tears too. Yeah, especially lately. I really know them. So, strength, Hierophant, Two of Wands. Okay, this is that strong twin flame shizzy that I'm talking about. That this is all in preparation for this, okay? Love being anchored. So, Queen of Swords. So here's your clarity, okay? I don't get the moon just in the progression of how the cards came out. I don't see the moon. I see it as this Page of Cups is like birthing out of this shell, this egg, okay? The cosmic womb, okay? Rebirth. So that also, I was getting a little bit of that energy with the thing with my son. Mostly really deep clearing out the drowning collective, just all the fear programming. Okay. So we wrote a story to come down here, be part of a collective, 2-year-olds with cancer. Okay. These are ancient beings, even though they look like they're in 2-year-old bodies, they're children. Okay. They wrote to be a part of a collective. Morgellons, okay? We wrote this story to be a part of this collective called Morgellons. We wrote this story to be a part of this collective called Drowning. Okay, so we could, in order, and I've said this many times before, but it has to be done through the body all the way down, okay? Because it starts in spirit, right? And it has to filter all the way down. The process has to be complete. We have to anchor it into the earth. That's the exchange with the earth that we have, and then that light is anchored. Other people can access that templating, activating, whatever you want to call it, okay? Whatever nomenclature resonates with you. So, in order for the process to be fully complete, we have to anchor that full, complete process. Now that is like this capsule that everyone can tap into and like, get their hose and attach to it and siphon from it, and because it's like cemented, unchanging, never. It's a divine template. Okay, so it's just like the divine. Okay, it never runs dry. Maxwell. Okay, so Queen of Swords. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not getting like that was with the Seven of Cups up here. Okay. But see how it's like big, strong twin flame stuff, but it's like unclear. 7 of Cups, 5 of Cups. You need to let, for me personally, this is a Knight of Coins, okay? Yeah, so perfect how I'm going to pull cards and God is going to show me exactly. Because I already know, it's just confirmation, right? Because your spirit already knows, but confirmation, and you have confirmation that you're healing through your body, through the different symptoms and stuff. So that's confirmation that there's healing happening, purging. So, Queen of Swords, very clear now, okay? And when you're clear, this is also the triple goddess, the trinity of self, the 3 phases of you, okay? But this is celebration, unity, vibe, tribe. I don't see it as third party or gossip or anything like that, or someone drinking too much. It can mean a lot of different things, but I see this as when you're very clear now, this rebirth, it just brings you into the heart where your thoughts are concise. And when your thoughts are concise and lined with the heart, all you want to do is be happy and be joyful and celebrate, okay? Because life is, anchor that good feeling as long as you can, because, right? We're going to go through another purging cycle. Just it's always, okay, leveling up and then enjoying the plateau for a while. I'm there. Tomorrow is really got to be plateau because the right foot's all the way down and the left foot just has a little bit of juice like stuck in one little spot on the top. So Ace of Wands, that's what I'm saying, like this clear, pure energy. Also, again, this is very much magical, all this, the alchemy of it, okay? So this is purifying in order to get to this place where you can manifest now, because things have to be purified, fall away, released, so that we're a clear channel, clear conduit for the Most High, okay? And we're always in heart, okay, manifesting from that start, okay? It looks like a star right there. Let the extension of your hand and everything you do be rooted in the heart. Let that be the first particle of emission, whatever that gematria, whatever it was. That, I'm telling you, every time with the gematria, huh? Right. Okay. And then right after the Ace of Wands was the Emperor. That's Aries, Uriel. This is your true essence. This whole little section right here was like letting go of the past. Okay, anchoring this big twin flame energy was to let go of all this past to get lifetimes built up, okay? To get to this place of perfect reciprocation of love, okay? Like you and Mother, and let that be the foundation of all your relationships, okay? First starting with self, okay? Source, God, Creator, teaches you how to love yourself. Be clear on that, okay? Before you take the next step, when you're guided to, okay? Now, Ace of Wands, this is also death and destruction as a clear path for a new beginning, okay? We got to clear the path. You got to burn it. You got to pound it out, ground it. But then there's a lot of, that ground undergoes a lot of, right? But then it's such a nice, smooth path when you start walking and doing your mission. And okay, so Emperor, Aries, right after Ace of Wands, Uriel, very much your true essence, and this is what came out right after the Fool card. That's what I'm talking about. This keeps coming up, okay? Aries keeps coming, or the Emperor, okay? But I'm just saying Aries, Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands kept coming up yesterday. It kept coming up, kept jumping, zapping out of the deck, okay, when I was shuffling. So, and I said, who is my true one person? And I already know anyway. And I'm like, oh, showed me the ancient one, huh? Not the death card, but the ancient Scorpio connection, the Mars with the Tower card. Would come into focus there. There we go. And this little symbol right here. So, next card after that. Knight of Wands. Like, oh, yep, that's a lot of fire. Levite, strength, Levite, heart, fire, twin flame fire. Twin flame flambe. Chariot. I'm just saying, the heart, okay? That fire of the heart, chariot. This is also Cancer, which is my moon sign. Two forces working together in one accord. The heart. Light and dark, masculine, feminine. That keeps coming up too. Chariot card. And I know it's all about the heart because the Star card came out after that. And that's how everything, the intention, okay, the main dragon here, this is the intention of the one singularity of the heart. And then in the body, it's black and white. It's masculine, feminine, but one rooted in the other. But see, it's one heart. See the fire, the red, okay? And the dragons aren't black and white, but it's definitely two. One's light, one's dark. And it's one heart. Okay, Cancer, the great mother. Okay. Ma, one heart. Like Ma'at with the Justice card. Okay, so very much star, heart, fire, energy. Okay, and that's right above the Strength card now. Strength, star. Hierophant, Chariot. So this is like the Hierophant with the Chariot right above it. That's like that commitment. Okay, tethered. The tethering. Okay, once you decide to tether. Okay, being committed to your faith. So after the star, the heart, okay, Page of Wands, so that's communication. So this is also telepathic communication of the heart. Or just heart-to-heart communication without words, without being physically present in the 3D. I don't know how long this is going to be. Dang. Oh, yeah, and I definitely got communication from it. That's right, because 7 of Wands was right after that. But that's also, like, as we're initiated to each next level, okay, we have to stand in the truth of what we learned there and incorporate that as part of the authentic self, okay? So... So we had, okay, Page of Wands, and then 7 of Wands. And King of Swords, so very clear, okay? When you're in your heart, you're very clear. And it's King of Swords, so this is air of air, just that knowing of the heart being so super clear that it's swift as all Helena. Okay? And that's right where the 2 of Wands and the Knight of Wands is. So that's what I'm saying. That's very swift. That's a twin flame. Very swift, the quickening, okay? Because that comes from being in the heart. Okay, and all this with the Chariot and the Star, okay? Strength card, the Leo heart, okay? Because strength represents Leo, and the body part that Leo represents is the heart. Okay, and that's why they're so big as far as the Lyrans being the manifestors of the big stuff like the mountains and the trees and okay. 6 of Cups, reunion, nostalgia, all the way back to the very first days of creation and incarnation. So all your past lives coming all full circle with self, okay, and then twin flame reunion, all that. And that's right on the 7 of Cups and the Tower card. So all illusion being stripped away, being very clear about reunion day. That was lame, but whatever. I take credit for the lame ones. The ones that come through and I'm like, ooh, that felt kind of good. I'm like, that definitely was angelic, not me. I ain't even gonna take credit for that. Not even trying to take credit for that, please no. Because the Lover's card was right after I'm swearing to you. And that's the twins right there. Okay, okay, Gemini. See how the masculine, feminine, but one's rooted in the other? Here's the feminine, but rooted in the masculine. Needs an anchor. Okay, here's the masculine, the light, the electric, she's a magnetic, okay, the boy. But he's got to have a tether, rooted in the... I wish I could, like, do a 3D... It's kind of like a toroidal field, like a 3D version, if you could see this as a 3D model, the yin-yang, okay? That's got to be out there somewhere. If I just thought someone's got to, or it's waiting in a time capsule and then it needs to be filled and it'll come into creation. Yeah, that came out right after. Death card. Oh, so we have the Tower and the Death card. Oh, interesting, Scorpio. This represents Scorpio, Scorp, Ion, Scorpion, Scorp, the Scorch, the Scarp, okay, just like the Adonis, the pouch. That's why Adonai, okay, because you get scarred, you get branded by God. That's kind of like what it is, you know. It's painful. It's but you're marked. You can't go back. It's just like, and it's not like a tattoo you can get removed or anything either. I was watching some, like, they got some really good, like back in the day, you just have a scar in the shape of your tattoo. It wasn't even, I'm like, dude, I would just keep my tattoo if I had a tattoo. But I think it was Jamie from aplaintruth.com, whatever it is, A Plain Truth. You know, how because God turns everything around for good. So, Morgellons, laser, all this stuff, okay? AI, Bitcoin, everything, God's gonna make it, okay? Watch it. Oh, one world order, God's gonna use that, right? Now everyone's gonna be able to keep checks and balances on, everything's gonna work out for the best, okay? Because God's in charge, that's why. So, Six of Cups, Lover's card, Death card, right after the King of Swords, right? So, and Page of Wands, Seven of Wands. So, very clear communication, reunion, love, rebirth, also just being brand new, a brand new kind of love that we're anchoring in, because the Death card is rebirth, okay? And, Lovers with that Gemini, it's like, which way are you going to go? You going to choose love or ego? I'll give that one to the angels because that was kind of good. If you didn't like it, I'll take credit for it. So, is that Nine of? Yeah, so Nine of Cups. So this is very much birth though too, and since this is right after the Death card, okay, so very much this rebirth, brand new energy. But that also has another little specific meaning for me. And then with the Four of Wands, so getting everything you want, the home, the family, the love, okay, the Scorpio. I mean, the Death card, yeah. And then, I'm just saying, always the Magician, right? So after the Four of Wands, so that's very much just the protection that you have too by being in your heart, that true love, okay? Being filled by that good divine love that God has guided to you, or you too. To you, you too. To you, you too. To you, you too. Hello. What other hand signs can I make? So right after the Four of Wands, yeah, because the Magician was last, we have the Eight of Wands. So this is moving, okay, moving home, which I'm doing. This is also the quickening that happens from being in the heart, that instant manifestations, because the Magician was right after. So it's also that last element, the fifth element, being the heart, okay, which is creating this quickening, and it's exponential quickening. It's not like 2 + 2, then you get 4, then you add another 2, you get 6, you just keep going like that. It's like as you progress, it's just like the Pac-Man, right? I said this from the very beginning when I first started getting the downloads with the right? And everyone, it's like, and then you'll see stuff from like years ago and you're like, oh my God, they got the Pac-Man reference, because it's like that, right? And it's so funny how, right? We probably wrote all these video games in the past, and then we get, anyway, to trigger us to remember and stuff, to have something that's seemingly outside of us to trigger things within. Anyway, so like as you go to the next level, though, the clowns, the hungry clowns, yep, the clowns to the left of me, jokers to the right. Here I am, stuck in the middle with black goose. That's what I commented on Fifth World's video. I saw that 76 and I'm like, oh my God, anyway. She mentioned black goo and I'm like, or no, dark matter. I'm like, oh my God, I was just singing Stuck in the Middle with Black Goo last night. And then, anyway, so I had to comment on that, and 76, of course. Anyway, so whatever, Magician with the Death card, Tower card, is totally, I don't even want to talk about this, but I don't give a fuck anymore. I just said, I didn't want to curse. Maybe I don't want to edit it either because I don't like editing. whatever. Maybe if it was an awesome reading and I accidentally pooted or something, if I burped, anyway. But like, I don't know if I had to get up and puke or something, or I'd edit that out. Like, that was such an awesome reading, I can't redo it, but I puked and I don't want to share that. Definitely not going to share that. So I'm glad I have an awesome camera now. But, okay, we're just, see the quickening? We just like, it's the seed of information that wants to come out, but it can't come out that way, right? You got to add a little water so it remembers, and then it sprouts, and it takes root first, and then the water leaves. But we're like in that time of instant manifestation, right? With this quickening, that even the words, they're so layered and condensed and like in seed form that we want it to go straight from seed to manifestation, right? So the words are all layered over each other. God, it's got to be like one tone represents a whole like book or something, you know what I mean? Like, and then, sorry, I just did the hand sign again. Okay, so yeah, quickening, instant manifestation, coming from being full, the fullness of the heart, letting that make you full, letting that rebirth you, letting that love be the thing that brings you all this clarity, and communicate from that point. Okay, and so Four of Wands, Eight of Wands, Magician, and then when the Magician came out, oops, we had Two of Cups on the bottom. Okay, so this, all that manifestation power, boom, Ten of Wands, oh, all aspects of self called back to you, past life, everything, all your energies are around now. Now you can just focus on love and manifesting from that. Okay, that's the element of the will, the heart, the drive, the intention. Not just the four elements of the air, earth, fire, and water, but the drive, the will, the fire, the levite, that fire inside of your heart. I almost was going to say the fart inside of your higher. That's why I slowed down. So yeah, that's also Aquarius, okay? Even though, what does it say on here? Oh, it says Mercury on here. But I see this as Aquarius as well, as the star card. Because I see this Hermes and okay, so, but very interesting that it's Mercury, because my Mercury is in Aquarius. Hello, that's why I want to talk like that, all in compact, right? And I just put it out there. Not I give it, I just, I'm a seed shoot, right? God sends a seed down to them, right? It's like those things like you go to spread the fertilizer on the grass. Okay, we're done with this reading. I love you all. Peace be upon you all.